Hi there, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. I want to do a video response to Paul's video, and it's late here. Actually, it's early, or as some would say, it's early here. It's 5:42 a.m. I woke up and had something on my mind. It was a video response. So I sent off a letter, a PM, to this person, and so I hope they understood it with the intention in which I sent it. Now I want to talk about Paul's video, and I think it was Harco Cell that it was in an interview, and he said something like, I think it was him. I think he says something like, "Enough about talking about how great I am," to the interviewer. "Why don't you talk about how great I am?" Or something to that effect. And so before I get into talking about how great Paul is, I want to think about the video that he did. And this is the kind of video that I like. Now, it's an interesting thing about videos and what people are doing. I still can't get the lighting right. It's an interesting thing about videos and people making videos, because I would have probably never, well, I shouldn't say never, but it would have taken me a while to discover Paul Robinette had it not been for this Renetto character. Because he was a big YouTuber when I first came here, and it was about the time that he was, dispensing with the Renetto character and going into what he's doing now, more or less. And that was about the time that I came to YouTube. So I'm glad about that, because I really never was into that whole. I'm really not so much into entertainment, and I know that. I mean, that's a lie. I mean, it's not a lie. It's, I don't know what it is. YouTube, and I'm not gonna say that YouTube is a shallow river of dung, but YouTube is a place where you can go and get what you want out of it. And I'm very, very happy that Paul has done this video. Now, for people that are trying to do something with their lives in the vein of a career, YouTube is great, and I wish everyone the best of luck. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm a negative person, because it's not really true. Although I go through periods where I am negative, and maybe this is one of them. But I was very encouraged to hear Paul talk about how he's in love with the YouTube community again. Now, Paul's video is a very interesting thing. It's like a how-to for people that are inventors or entrepreneurs, or people trying to make money with their own wits, basically. And his video was inspiring, and I think that it's that video that you did, Paul, is it's the kind of video that I like. Now, at the end you were saying there's 130 people or whatever the number was that are watching your video. I watched it to the end, and I kept going back and forth with it because I wanted to try to catch what it was that you were talking about, because I think that's the kind of video that I like. I like to see videos like that where I can become educated. And the entertaining stuff is great too, but I enjoy that video very much. It is a fantastic video, and I encourage all of my dozen or so people that watch my videos to go and watch the entire video that Paul did. And in Paul's video, he talks about, and this is my this is what I took away from it. And also an interesting thing, somebody that I would encourage you to go and look at is Bohem's latest video, where you're able as the viewer to interpret what that means, and that was a very excellent video. And so interpretation of different videos is a good thing for me, and I interpreted Paul's video as being something that that is encouraging and giving people a like saying, like, this is what happened to me and this is how it can happen to you, and all along getting that thread in there, that sincerity and stick-to-itiveness is part of it. But there's something about that video that I think that I took out of it, and I started thinking about it, that without Paul's faith, Paul would not be where he is today. Now, that's just my thinking. Now, because Paul had gotten to a point in his life where he took this long walk and he prayed. And at that point, something happened. Something happened. Some doors started to open. Some bountiful goodness became apparent. And so, as I looked at that video, which I think it was a brilliant video, I look back on that and I think the way you were raised and the faith that you have as a person is what opened the door and gave you the opportunity to use that creativity and use that imagination to get where you are. And I just want to thank you for that video. I encourage everybody to go watch that video, and that's all I got to say. Thanks, Paul. This is hellorodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.